Hey everybody, good morning. Ladies, attention, it is time to get locked and loaded. We are live and local with Nikki at Magnum Shooting Center for a female special gun class. That's coming up next.
5:47 right now. Safety is essential when it comes to handling firearms.
Yeah, Magnum Shooting Center provides a number of firearm courses, but today we have an inside look at their training just for women. And right now, Lauren McDonald is live and local with the details. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning, guys. That is right. Today we are talking females and firearms, and here at Magnum Shooting Center there are a variety of female-only courses that you can take to learn about gun safety. And I'm here with Nikki Carroll. You are the training manager and the range manager here at Magnum Shooting Center, so I'm in good hands. I know nothing about guns. We're going to learn some cool stuff today, right?
Oh, we're absolutely going to have a great time today.
So this women's-only class, why women's-only?
There is definitely a need for it. It's the largest growing market out there. There's an intimidation factor. Sometimes females still think that it's a very male-dominant industry, and it is not. Here at Magnum Shooting Center, we are half-staffed female, so it's very non-intimidating. And having that female-only class that we offer, which we have a huge program for females, allows the female gender to come in and feel non-intimidated during a class. They feel a lot more open to converse, and they also feel that camaraderie.
They feel like they can relate, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so first part of this class, what do we do? Introduction, right?
Yes.
So what do? You ask people how they feel about guns.
I like to do an introduction to get to know a name with a face, if you will. If they've ever held a gun, we definitely have some females come into a class where they've been victimized. So it's a little bit of their healing process, but they have a lot of fear built up to help them learn to respect out of that fear, opposed to fearing the gun itself, because the gun itself is just a tool.
Right. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I've only shot a gun one time, and it was with you about a year ago here at Magnum Shooting Center. But I am intimidated by guns. I don't know what it is, but I am intimidated. But today you're going to help me get past that, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All
and
right.
the more you come in and shoot, the more you'll find that dissipates, and you're able to focus in on being accurate and have a great time. Initially, when we go out, just the sound factor alone, raises your heart rate, makes you feel a little bit nervous. It's not human nature to stay calm when you hear that loud noise.
Right, right. Well, you know what? A lot of times people fear things because they're uneducated, but that's what we're doing here today. We're getting educated.
That's
so
right.
Excited. We're going to go out on the range a little later in the morning and shoot some guns, right?
Yes.
All right, guys, look forward to that. As I said, we are here at Magnum Shooting Center. Females and firearms, that is the focus this morning. So let's go. Let's do it.
I should take this class. I'm like you. I get nervous too around guns. I do.
Yes, Craig, come on.
I freak out. I don't know what to do, and it scares me. But yeah.
I would guess that if you were educated or learned about them, you'd feel more comfortable.
Okay. Well, we're going to watch Lauren go commando later on here. Did that sound right?
No.
No, it didn't.
No.
Especially if you don't watch.
We're not allowed to do that on this show.
Good morning. After the break, we are talking firearm safety live and local at Magnum Shooting Center. And this one, it's only for the ladies. We'll tell you all about it coming up next.
Educated on gun safety and firearms, there is a local business that offers classes exclusively to women.
Yeah, right now we are learning more about this training, and Lauren McDonald gets us live and local right now at Magnum Shooting Center, where she is packed with heat and ready to go. Lauren, good morning.
You got that right. Always packed with heat. Let me tell you something. We are talking guns, but not these ones. We're talking gun safety here at Magnum Shooting Center. They offer a variety of classes just geared for females. Here with Nikki Carroll. You are the head training manager here at Magnum Shooting Center. So you're teaching me all there is to know about guns, because I am a female who knows nothing about them, right?
Yes.
So now we're talking safety.
Okay.
All right, so how does this go?
How does this go?
Yeah.
The first thing we want to do is always identify the safety before we ever pick up a gun, so we ensure that nothing does happen. Never ever handle a gun without first assuming that the gun is always loaded. This is how most accidents happen, is people treat the guns like they are unloaded. So before we ever pick up a gun, we want to identify a safe direction to point the gun. Okay. And that could be given what your area is. So here in the classroom today, our safe direction would either be this wall here or in this direction here.
Okay.
When we go out to the range, we only want to point the gun pointed downrange at all times and parallel with the floor. We don't ever want to point the gun at what we would consider a low ready in this facility.
Which is what you see on TV a lot, right?
Totally, yes. And a lot of people mimic what they see. So we wouldn't want to do that in this building. Why do you think that would be?
So you don't shoot your foot.
Okay, that would be
Right?
one really good reason
Right.
why. The other reason is it's the concrete floor. What happens if the gun went off and the bullet hit the floor?
Ricochet back and hit
It's
you.
going to ricochet, and if you're lucky, it hits you. If you're not so lucky, it's going to hit somebody else.
Right, right.
So we want to identify what that is given your area. Handling a gun inside the walls of your own home, we want to identify. We wouldn't want to point the gun at an interior wall, floor or ceiling if other people live with you, or given where you live. If you live in an apartment building or anything where you have people that live up or down, we wouldn't want to point it in that direction because a bullet can actually penetrate through
Right
a
through the
floor, wall, and
Yep.
ceiling. Yeah.
All right.
So when we're handling the gun in class today, we're going to point it at our safe wall. Finger is always off the trigger. So it's up above that trigger guard. Your trigger guard is right here. Why would it be up above that trigger guard?
So that you don't actually pull it.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very common for people that are unfamiliar with guns to just pick it up. They put their finger on the trigger because it feels like it's a handle. It is in fact the trigger, and the gun will fire at that point. So keeping your finger well above that trigger guard is not just safe, where we mentally have to go through the process of I'm aiming my gun at something I would intend to shoot. My finger goes down to the trigger, so that mental process.
Right, you don't want it to become an accident, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys, coming up in our next segment, we are going to learn how to choose the right gun for you. Also talk about more safety tips before we head out to the range. And the guns, they're blazing this morning, right?
Guns are
right.
blazing. Wow, okay.
Back
I want
in
to see you
heat.
shoot. I'm excited to see you shoot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Are you nervous? Huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be
Keep
fine.
your eyes open. Yeah, all right. Thanks, Lauren.
That's right. Good morning, guys. Concealed carry just for the ladies. But how do you know which gun is for you? We're going to tell you that coming up next.
Right now, the instructors at Magnum Shooting Center strive to help students of all ages and skill level learn to defend themselves with firearms in a safe and educational setting.
Well, right now, Laura McDonald is live and local for a women's only program offered at the Magnum Shooting Center. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning, guys. I got to tell you, I'm a little out of my element today. I'm not very familiar with guns, but that's why this is so perfect, because we are highlighting a concealed carry class just for women, exclusively for women here at Magnum Shooting Center. So all the basics when it comes to firearms, and Nikki's walking us through all morning. So we're talking about different types of guns now, right?
Yes.
Because it's important that your gun fits you well and you're comfortable with it before you go out on the range.
Correct. How a gun fits your hands is 90% of your accuracy. So figuring that out, what we find is a lot of people come in here and somebody tells them specifically what gun they have to buy. They may like that gun, but it doesn't necessarily mean it fits them properly.
Right.
So we want to make sure a gun fits you. Choosing between a semi-automatic pistol versus revolver is personal choice.
This is like the Clint Eastwood gun right here, right?
Yes, and I would say most people think that. They think it's, especially the younger generation, they think this is the old wheel gun. I'll tell you that the revolvers are a great firearm choice. So you don't want to rule it out until you know, and you don't know until you become a little bit more educated about it. You have an opportunity to go and shoot it.
Right.
And then you'll make an educated decision.
Right. So main difference between these two guns.
A revolver, once loaded, your cylinder will rotate through all of your rounds. It does not empty out your empty cases as you fire it. You have to manually open it, eject out your empty cases before you can reload. They have the capability of being a higher caliber, if you will, depending on what your purpose for your gun is for.
Okay.
And different types of revolvers are out there too. So
This, if we're talking cars, this is like your stick shift, right?
yes.
Similar?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
And then we've got the semi-automatic, which...
Yeah, so your semi-automatic pistol definitely is easy to use once you know how to use it. Magazine fed. So it will cycle through. It only has one chamber, so it's going to eject out the empty casing as you fire it, and then it loads it, preparing it to fire the next round.
Okay, and this is the gun I'm going to be shooting with today.
This is the gun you're shooting
right?
today?
So let's show everybody the fit real quick.
Okay,
what
so
we mean, it's like
when
shoes, got to fit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
So you want to bring your hand in dead center in between your index finger and your thumb, which that is perfect. Slightly bring your thumb up here, and then when you bring in your support hand, you're going to bring the meat of your palm right on the grip. That is perfect. Thumbs just point right where you would aim.
Wow.
Right there. Good.
I feel so tough right now.
You are tough.
Right?
Yeah, you didn't need the gun.
The well-armed woman, right? I love it. All right, so I'm going to set that down. And this is our safe well, guys, just in case you were wondering. Next, we are going to suit up. We're going to head to the range, and we're gonna do some firing, right?
Yes.
Can't wait for that. I know you guys are excited.
We are. They're Matt and Craig back here are like, when is she gonna shoot?
We want to see her shoot the guns. Come on.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen coming up here.
She's
Yes.
nervous. She's
I was gonna
nervous.
say, you guys are, I think, a little more
Yeah.
excited about it than she is.
Yeah, I just want to watch it.
You're gonna
Okay.
do great.
Lauren, thank you. All right, 7:26 right now. Matt, she's about to hit the range.
She's about to get
It's
in
gonna
there.
happen.
Yeah, Magnum's got a good.
Good morning, guys. That's right. We have hit the range. Coming up after the break, we're going to tell you the fundamentals of shooting. We are talking CCW, a female-only class here at Magnum Shooting Center. That's next.
To handling firearms.
Yeah, Magnum Shooting Center provides a number of firearm courses, but today we have an inside look now at their training for women. Right now, Lauren Quick Draw McDonald is live and local with all the action. Lauren, what you got? Good morning.
Guys, I got to tell you, I'm suited. We're back. We're on the range, finally on the range, talking about the fundamentals of shooting here with Nikki, and you're talking about the women's only courses that you guys offer here.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know anything about guns. Well, I do know a little bit more now because of all your training you've been giving me. But now we're going to talk about the fundamentals. That's like the safety when you get out here on the range, kind of how to shoot before you actually do it.
Perfect. Well, now that we're all suited up, we have our proper eye and ear protection on. It's very important to always make sure you have proper earring, ear, and eye protection. Indoor shooting tends to be a little bit louder than outdoor shooting just because that sound won't dissipate. We're all good to go there. Now we're going to talk about moving in and how you pick up a gun. So always pick up a gun with your dominant hand.
Okay.
And when you do that, perfect, you're dead center there. We want that trigger finger to just line up right on top of that trigger guard.
Okay.
We want to bring this hand in right there. So all four fingers are flush against that trigger guard, and then the meat of your palm is flat against that gun. Perfect. So you want to put your feet shoulder width apart. Right leg is slightly in the reverse position. Perfect. And then we want to bring that gun up to your eyes. Focus always needs to be on that front sight, lining that front sight up with the center of your target, and then lining it up with your rear sight, making it flush with even there. So do you see three dots right in a row?
All in one line.
From your
Close my eye?
A lot of people ask that, should I close an eye? I will tell you that first learn sight picture. If you keep two eyes open, your eyes are going to start to dart to take eye dominance, and you're going to start to see two targets and multiple sights.
Okay.
Close an eye so your eyes starts to learn what a sight picture should look like, and then we train the secondary eye to start to stay open but take the back seat, if you will.
You see. That
From
comes
your
with experience.
Yep. So from your hips, you want to slightly press forward, and then a little bit of bend in your elbows. This is going to help you become a shock absorber. If your arms are too stick straight, that recoil is going to kick your whole body. You're going to have more body movement, and you got to reset every time, so you have no follow through. A little bit of bend in those elbows. That absorption moves through you opposed to against you. It's actually less recoil felt if you relax. Okay? Breathing. You want to exhale, nice smooth trigger press, and then you want that trigger press to be dead center in the middle of that finger pad right there.
Okay.
Nice, steady, smooth pressure all the way through.
All right.
Are you ready?
We're not loaded yet, but we're going to get that way,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Coming up in our next segment. Woo! My arms are tired. Is that normal?
That's normal.
Man!
So, tell you close.
You're killing it back here.
So close.
I am a focused female right now because
You
I've got
are.
the firearm and I'm learning how to shoot thanks to my good friend Nikki here.
You're
So,
taking this
we're in
very
good hands.
seriously, as you should.
Yes.
I can tell you're nervous.
know.
Because I'm the same way
Yeah.
around guns. I'm the same
No
way.
puns this morning.
Yeah.
No puns.
No.
Are you gonna shoot it next time though?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot next time, right?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. Thanks.
All right, 7:45.
We're loading up because it's time to take aim live and local from Magnum Shooting Center. Coming up after the break.
And I've got your four.
If you're a lady looking to get educated on I knew it was going to
Here
happen.
we go again.
We couldn't make it. All right, if you're a lady looking to get educated on gun safety and firearms, there is a local business that offers classes exclusively to women.
Right now, we're learning more about the training as Lauren McDonald gets. Oh boy. It's live and local at the Magnum Shooting Center. Lauren, are you going to shoot?
Please.
What is going on back there? Huh?
It just happened.
I was doing
right, listen.
so well.
It's
morning.
time to focus.
Yes,
This is
focus.
a serious deal, okay? We are talking about female-only classes here for firearms. If you are uneducated or if you're a veteran that knows how to handle the guns, then the class is still for you because you're always going to learn something new here with Nikki Carroll. She's been walking us through all morning this female-only class, so it's time to take aim, right?
Totally.
Okay, so we loaded the bullet, or we loaded the gun with the bullets, and now we're going to try to shoot.
Yep.
Okay, you want to talk me through this? Make me feel a little
All
more
right, so
comfortable.
when you pick up the gun, you want to point it in a safe direction. Fingers off the trigger. Always pick it up with your dominant hand. Your support hand's going to load.
Okay.
The ammunition in. Perfect. And then we want to bring back the slide and let go. Right. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Gun is loaded. So line your body up. Feet shoulder width apart. Slight bend at the hips. Bring it up. Nice bend here. Line up those sights. You're going to exhale. Nice smooth trigger press. Good.
Don't know where that one went.
You're good. You're good. Exhale. Nice smooth trigger press. Good. Nice job.
Any tips?
We're going to shoot it one hand.
Oh, really?
Hold on right there. Okay.
Okay.
Line up your sights nice and steady. You're going to exhale. Smooth trigger press.
Woo, that hit me in the head.
Good.
Good?
Yeah. Okay. The gun slide came back, so you can see, you can identify the gun's empty. So we're just going to go ahead and set it down. Ooh,
Yeah. Good.
adrenaline rush,
Yeah,
right?
I'll tell you what. I get stiff in that arm, right? Is that pretty normal?
Yes, that's normal. It's very normal.
Okay. Well, we're going to shoot some more, right?
Yes, we are.
We are going to practice. I did it right, though, right?
It is fantastic.
Thank you, with
Yeah.
the help of you, right? All right, guys, it is time to learn and get educated on guns because you know what? If you're afraid of them, it's probably because you don't know a lot about them. I know I've got an outburst in the life years this morning. A little shaky.
Yeah, I
but-
think it's natural to have a little bit of that fear, but if you base that fear on respect, you know that the gun's not going to do anything until we pick it up. So from that point, what do? We have
Right.
to handle the gun safely. We always
Okay.
have to handle it like it's loaded. And look at where we came this morning until now. We're at the shooting portion of it. You're awesome.
You're awesome. Thank you for dealing with me and my frights this morning. I'm going to try my best to become a bullseye babe.
You're doing great,
She did
Lauren.
really
She's-
good.
And cool as a cucumber, too.
Smooth.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a little shaky.
Well, good job. I'm proud of you.
Set
Thank
from
you.
Blazing Saddles, they go, look at that, nice and calm. But that's my shooting hand.
Hey guys, we shot the 22, but coming up after the break, we are bringing out the big guns live and local from Magnum Shooting Center. That's coming up next.
Instructors at Magnum Shooting Center strive to help students of all ages and skill level learn to defend themselves with firearms in a safe and educational setting.
Yes, and right now Laura McDonald live and local, and she's checking out this women's only program now offered at the shooting center. And boy, she's got the big gun out right now, and this should be exciting.
Yeah,
Let's go over to Lauren right now and see what's going on. Maybe not.
But we had to get some things out of the way. Hey, how's it going?
I've gained some confidence during our break. If you can't tell, we got the 1919 belt-fed 308, and we are about to take fire. Nikki Carroll, you've been walking us through all morning long this class here at Magnum Shooting Center, exclusive to women. Do you guys shoot this gun in that class?
Not in the beginner class normally, no.
Well, you're giving me a special preview this morning, live and local here at Magnum Shooting Center. All right, so tell me about this gun and what do we do with it?
This is an automatic. It was originated on a 1919 tank. It was recalibrated into a 308. It was originally a 30-06. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, so are we gonna give it a go now?
Yep.
Is there anything different that I need to know?
We just need you to set your body up against the cart. Do not put your finger on that trigger until you were in place. Okay. Give me right here. Your sight looks right there, and your front peg's right there. Okay. Square off. I want you to square your shoulder. There you go. And just push into it.
Push into it.
Yep. It's right there. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, you're not going anywhere, right?
Nope. I'm right here.
Okay. Do I do the whole
Go.
breathing thing again?
No, just pull the trigger.
Whoa! That
Okay.
was crazy.
Keep going.
Really?
Yeah.
Now what?
Keep going.
It's not going.
Okay.
Does that mean it's stuck? We gotta get the tech crew out here. I think I broke the machine. Good?
Yep.
Hold it down the whole time?
Yeah. Don't let go.
Okay. I got a little nervous there. I broke the big gun.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Woo! I feel like a champion right now. That was so cool. Oh man. Right? Isn't that so cool? All right, so tell me about all the different classes that you guys offer here at Magnum Shooting Center. Not
We
just
have-
the women's class.
No, we have everywhere from youth classes, beginner, whether you are an adult, male or female, all the way up to moving and shooting, low light shooting. We're teaching you how to clear doorways and hallways.
Very nice. I don't think I hit the bullseye, but man, did that feel good. That was cool. It was invigorating. I feel wide awake this morning. And you know what? It's always important that you remember gun safety, gun education. That's how you get over your fears if you have any fears.
That is correct.
To guns. All right, guys, if you are interested in checking out any of the classes here at Magnum Shooting Center, you can go to magnumshootingcenter.com. Thank you so much for having us out, Nikki. It has been so much fun. I've learned a bunch. Craig, it's time for you to come out and fire the big gun. You can do it. I believe in you.
I can't handle that big gun. That's too much for me. But good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Impressive.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Wait, do I do it again? She was so funny. Wait, should I do it again?
Should I breathe again?
You want it again?
Do I do the breathing thing again?
Oh, she wants to do it again.
Breathing?
She's still going.
She's like,
She's like, give me more